I didn't think that this was the best movie that I have seen for 2021, whenever it came out. Hello guys, and welcome back. Welcome back to Dylan's Little Hobbies. And in today's video, we are going to be reviewing another movie, a movie that I actually saw on Disney+. I didn't even know that this was a Disney movie. I heard that this was a movie another company outside of the USA made. I don't even know what company made it. But apparently this film is a Disney movie. And what can I say about this movie? Ron's Gone Wrong. It's a cute movie. It has a good moral lesson at the end, I guess, and everything. I didn't think that this was the best movie that I have seen for 2021, whenever it came out. I was literally just bored one day, and eventually just scrolling through Disney Plus when I saw Ron's Gone Wrong, and that's funny. I thought that was like a Netflix movie or something, which is interesting because I did see a Netflix movie with the same premise as this movie. And I actually think that that movie did a far better job with its story versus this movie. And I'll probably do a review for Next Gen next week, comparing it to this film, because it's an interesting comparison because they're very similar premises, but I feel like Next Gen was more creative with what they did with it. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this review. So what is this movie about? Ron's Gone Wrong. It's about the future, I guess. It's about, you know, there's these, and I don't know, this seems to be a common trend. I mean, we had Mitchell's versus the Machines, we have Next Generation, we have Ron's Gone Wrong. It's all about these little robots, you know. Maybe one like has these little robots. It's all over the future, you know. The future is now, you know. We got robots coming, and yeah, we got robots coming in the real world too. I hope you guys are ready for the robot overlord takeover, because that is unfortunately coming. I'm not ready for it, but here we go. I mean, I'm always on my phone. You know, just like Mitchell's versus the Machines, it was all about phone robot monsters, and that's what this one is about too. So we got Barney. He's our main character, and he's kind of a nerd. He's kind of an outsider. No one really likes him. He can't really make friends, and he doesn't have one of the latest friend bots, and he wants one of the latest friend bots that everyone at his new school has. You know, he goes to school, and literally in the hallway there's just a place for friend bots all over the wall. So, you know, the kids can't have them in class, but as soon as they activate them, you know, they turn into like different objects. There's like one that looks like Darth Vader, one looks like Iron Man. You know what they look like? They look like those little bean guys. Like, I can't remember the name of. I'll have to put in this video somewhere. I'm putting it in right now, right here. But these little bean guys, these little bean collectible beads that kids used to collect. I never really was into those, but I know some kids who were growing up, and yeah, some people probably remember those. That's what these remind me of. That's what the robots remind me of. But, they can connect to social media, people. There's this girl called Savannah. She's constantly streaming with them. Rick is constantly making YouTube videos with them, and Rick and Savannah are a couple of characters. Rick's kind of a bully to our main character Barney, because obviously Barney doesn't have one. Savannah, Savannah's she cares about Barney, but she really just wants to become rich and famous, which she is pretty much doing thanks to, of course, her own friend bot. And the friend bots is making everyone's lives better, because obviously it's social media. It's a phone. It's connected to your phone, except it's a robot making everybody's connected. And you know what they say, the more you're connected, the less connected you actually are. Almost no one is actually reacting with each other in this movie. Everyone's reacting to each other through the bots usually, and it's actually kind of funny, because that's basically what happens with the phone today, right? So I can obviously see where the idea for this movie came from. And then, of course, we got our main character Barney. He wants one. It's his birthday. His dad and his grandma, his dad's a single dad. His mom died when he was a little kid. So what is it with main characters and their parents always dying? What is it with that, right? When it comes to Disney, especially all Disney parents, usually one of them has to be dead. I don't know what it is with Disney and that, but yeah, Barney's dad, gets him a present and everything, but he realizes that he wants a bot, a friend bot. They're super expensive, so he goes down to the friend bot store. Yes, there's literally a store for all these friend bots, and just like a cell phone store. They actually have cell phone stores. I got mine from Walmart, but they actually have cell phone stores you can actually go get. Like, there's the AT&T store and all that. It's very similar premise. I can see where the idea for this movie came from. And then, of course, boy. And then, while he finds himself after hours, so he can't get in, right next door to him, he sees a truck pull in, and a box falls off the truck. Something breaks, and his dad picks it up and brings it home and wraps it to be, of course, Barney's present. Barney got a broken friend bot, a broken robot, and that is Ron. Barney calls him Ron. Ron gone wrong. I get the name of the movie now. Now, just like in the other movies we reviewed, as well as the Next Gen, which will be next week's review, Ron starts learning more and more about Barney, and pretty soon they start making an actual friendship, which no one has. Everyone has a friend bot. Everyone calls the friend bot their friend, but no one is actually making friends with their friend bots or making friends with themselves, and then we get the creators involved, and the main guy who made them, he made them so people could make friends. People could find certain interests that they have and make new friends, and that's what social media was once supposed to be all about, and that's what these robots are all about. These robots are basically cell phones and social media put into a physical form. I guess phones have a physical form, but you know what I mean, a robot. Yeah, and just wait, because this movie is going to be our future. It's not going to be more than maybe, I'd say my best guess is within the next century, this will be our future. Ron and Barney are of course bonding. Ron starts sticking up for his friend. These little robots, they can't hurt people, but this little one can, because it never got the update from the main Wi-Fi system. So it was able to beat up the bully, Rick, that was bothering Barney. That's how they slowly start becoming friends. And then, of course, that's a major issue. Something that could actually physically harm humans. That's a major problem for the company. So the main director of the company who created the robot is like, okay, we gotta find this thing. But then he starts to realize, wait a minute, Ron and Barney started becoming real friends, just like he actually wanted for his product. So now he's trying to find Ron because he wants to basically make all the robots Ron. And then there's this whole thing about privacy, and you know, they start using the Ron robots to start searching for Ron, and Barney, the friend bots, to start searching for Ron and Barney. And you know, they all have cameras and they all have voices and everything. There was a couple moments in the movie where it's like, wow, they're really going that far, okay, I guess. Okay. Because that's basically what's happening to our cell phones today. So I can see again where they got the idea for this movie. Eventually, by the end of the movie, Eventually, by the end of the movie, Ron isn't wrong. You know, Barney and Ron's friendship is what made is what is going to improve the software of all these friend bots. So they have to sneak back into the system, which, of course, there's this CEO guy who is kind of the villain of the movie, kind of shady, just basically wants profits off of the main creator of this robot's money. He kind of reminds me of Obadiah Stane, basically. Shuts them all out, tries to take over all of the friend bots. And yeah, Ron and Barney break in. They eventually upload Ron's whole identity to the Wi-Fi network, making all of the robots just like Ron, which was fantastic because now people can actually make friends with their friend bots. That's great. That's great. And now Barney, because of his journey with Ron, actually made friends with, again, Rick the bully, and he actually made friends with Savannah as well as some weirdo characters of the movie. I think it was a very well told movie. I think it was a very well told story. I enjoyed the premise, but I have to be honest, I saw the next gen. Oh boy. I saw the next gen before I saw this one, and I wish I saw this one before next gen, because next gen I think did it actually better, which is interesting because it's a Netflix movie versus a Disney movie. You know, Disney should always be over Netflix, but not this time. I actually think in terms of this race, Netflix won. I think their next gen movie is better than Ron's movie. And next week, we're going to be reviewing next gen, just to tell you how much I love the next gen movie over this one. With that said, this movie, I'm gonna give it a 7. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. I've seen other movies like this. I've seen other movies like this. I've seen movies with the same premise told better. And let me know down in the comments below your thoughts about not only this premise, not only Ron's Gone Wrong itself, but let me know down in the comments below, have you seen Next Gen? And do you think it's better than Ron versus Ron? And what other robot type movies are there with this same premise that you would like me to watch? I kind of like this premise, so I'm kind of interested in it. Thank you guys for watching, and I am out. Bye.